So this is a story about forgiveness. So once, two friends named Musa and Naguib made a journey through the mountains of Persia on camelback. And after a time, they came to a place where a stream flowed by a sandy bank and the trees gave shade. There they had a discussion, which turned into an argument, and Naguib grew angry, and for the first time ever, he slapped Musa across the face. And Musa was stunned. He felt angry. He wanted to slap Naguib back, but then he thought, I cannot be too mad at my friend because I could have done the same thing. We are alike, and I care about him, and I don't want to fight with him anymore. So he walked over to the trees instead, and he picked up a stick. And with the stick, he wrote in the sand, "Today, my best friend slapped me." And then he and his friend stood in silence and watched as the desert winds blew the sand away. And by the time the writing had disappeared, Naguib had said he was sorry. The friends got back on their camels and rode on to their destination in a distant city. And on their trip back through the mountain pass, they stopped again at the same river. And this time, the two friends decided to take a swim. And since their first visit, the rains had made the current much stronger and the river much deeper. Musa, the friend who had been slapped, stepped into the water first. And right away, he slipped on a rock and was dragged under the current and began to drown. And Naguib jumped in without hesitation and grabbed his friend and pulled him to safety. The two friends again sat in silence for some time until Musa had regained his breath. And then he rose and went to his saddlebags. There he found a carving knife. And into the rock he carved these words, "Today, my best friend saved me." And again, the two friends sat in silence. And finally, Naguib spoke. "My friend, after I hurt you, you wrote the words in sand. And now, after I've saved you, you wrote the words in stone. Why?" And Musa replied, "When someone hurts us, we should write it down in the sand where the winds of forgiveness can erase it away. This way our hearts are free from bitterness and we can renew our friendships. But when someone does something kind for us, we must engrave it in stone and in our hearts so that we will never forget." "Thank you, my friend," said Naguib. "I am very thankful for our friendship, and I don't ever want to hurt you again." The two friends embraced and continued on their journey together. And with that, our story ends. And this morning, we're going to have Mia come up, if you want to stand right here, and she's going to help carry our flame over to our religious exploration classes.
From generation to generation, the light of religious freedom carries.